Could you feed programming, please? Thank you. Here we go. High school for the Trico Pioneer Invitational Tournament. For the next 5 days, we'll be playing 3 games starting tonight as Coach Shane Hawkins and the Carterville Lions will face the Steeleville Warriors in first game of the season. And joining the broadcast this year, Mr. John Homan. John, this Carterville team lost a lot of experience a year ago.
Yeah, that's true, and you can't lose players, the caliber of Hawkins and Lustenberger and Biddle and be better right off the bat. Maybe down the road, it takes a little time to put together some relationships and kind of mesh, get that team chemistry going with a new team.
We'll see, because as I look at the roster coming into tonight, I couldn't really pick out who all the starters were going to be. I knew who a couple of them would be. You knew that Drew Barrington would get a start. He's going to be the point guard, run the point for Coach Hawkins. You knew that Skelcher probably would get the start. You knew that Wakey would probably get the start. But when you looked at the 3, the 4s, and the 5,
more kids play this week than maybe some of them will play the rest of the season in terms of total minutes. But it's a good opportunity to impress your coach and help your team win some games.
And, of course, these two teams faced off last year in this tournament, and the Lions picked up the 75-48 win a year ago. But even the Steeleville team don't really know what they have. This is not remnants, really, of the team that advanced and finished 4th in the state 2 years ago. They got a couple of kids, but we're really going to learn about Steeleville here tonight as well.
Yeah, I think so, and a couple of the sophomores that would have been on actually looking at their roster, they only have one senior listed. That's Noah Feeney, and I believe Noah was on the varsity 2 years ago when they got 4th at state, but there were no other seniors on the roster, so all these other kids are already far removed from that team.
This is the first game of the tournament. Coming up on Wednesday night, the Lions will be taking on the host team, Trico Pioneers, and then they'll wrap things up on Friday night when they take on Redbud, the Redbud Musketeers, I believe, on Friday night to wrap up the tournament. So it's a nice way. I like this tournament. This gives you an idea. You're not playing some of the powerhouse teams, quote unquote, in Southern Illinois, but this gives Coach Hawkins a good idea of what he does have after week 1.
You're right, and it's not too far from home, for one.
Right.
You get a chance to play in some decent competition and get a chance to, instead of being in a nail biter every night, or playing teams that are maybe better than you, you're playing games where you can get everybody in the ball game, hopefully, and maybe come away with some wins.
We'll find out as we are about on WJPF. Ooh, there's one.
Well, I only count one if you said the wrong station.
Yep.
I had to get in the habit of saying Steve FM over and over again.
Yeah.
Last weekend.
I had ESPN on the brain.
Yeah. Gee, you're doing the football SIU stuff with the ESPN. That's easy to do.
Well, and the last 2 weeks I've done Vols, talking Vols.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I just got ESPN on the brain.
Yep.
Yeah, it's up and running.
You gonna find somebody to set that up for you Friday night, or are you just gonna go without? Let's go without.
Stream.
Okay.
Yeah. No stream. We'll see how it does.
I think Murph's coming here tonight, unless something changed.
He's coming over here.
I think he wanted to see.
Josh.
Josh play. At least that was the plan. Maybe it may have changed. haven't seen Tim yet. fouls in a given quarter, then that player who's fouled will shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah.
So no more 1 and bonus.
Yeah, no more 1-and-1s. Still, we'll have the shooting foul. If you get fouled in the act of shooting, still we'll be shooting those, but it's the 1-and-1. So that'll take a little of adjustment to get used to as well. But this Carterville Lions team last year, 26-7. They were regional champs, and they were beat in sectionals, the first game of sectionals, to Breeze Central, 56-33. But an outstanding season last year for Coach Shane Hawkins and the Carterville Lions. And hopefully, wouldn't it be wonderful if we could have a season like that this year?
Well, that would be really nice to see. And the Lions certainly have a lot of new faces. That may also mean a lot of new wins.
We'll find out. That wraps up our SIU Credit Union pregame show. When we come back, we're going to have the tip-off, and we'll get you set for Carterville Lions basketball as the greetings are being made to the fans here at Trico High School. And we'll have the starting lineups first for the Steeleville Warriors. And Coach Aaron Feeney is going to go with his 5'9" sophomore in Colin Valet. Also, he'll go number 23, the 6'2" junior Cannon Ruby. The 6' sophomore Nate Whithoft wears number 33. He'll go with the son, Noah Feeney, the 5'10" senior, and then the junior 6'3", number 41, Hayden Sternberg. So it'll be Valet, Ruby, Whithoft, Feeney, and Hayden Sternberg. Coach Shane Hawkins said we may see 5 different starting lineups the first 5 games, but tonight he is going to go with the following starting lineup. The 5'11" senior forward, that's Josh Waller. Josh wears number 5. Brandon Skelcher, all-state quarterback, will be at one of the points for the Lions. The 6' senior, he wears number 10. Drew Barrington is a junior. He stands 6 foot. He'll run the point for the Carterville Lions, and then he'll go with 6 feet. He can jump out of this gym. He stands 6'3". He's a senior. So for Coach Shane Hawkins, Waller, Skelcher, Barrington, Greer, and Braden Wakey. It's a pretty good starting lineup for the Lions, I think.
Yeah, I think so. And like you mentioned,
Carterville cheerleaders doing their welcome cheer here at Trico High School. Love this gym. This is an intimate little gym here.
Yeah, it's same designer. Did the original Carterville High School gym along with the Heron gym, the Pinckneyville gym. That bowl effect, with the upper concourse, you can walk all the way around the gym. That's the way it is here in Trico. A little smaller version though.
Yeah, I did not realize the same designer for all of them.
Same architect. Yes,
that
sir.
is
back in the 50s.
That makes sense to me now that you say that.
El Dorado, another one. Yeah.
Yeah. Of course, Carterville will be playing in the El Dorado Holiday Tournament coming up next month, and those seedings ought to be announced here in just a couple of weeks, as a matter of fact. So
hard to believe, isn't it?
Yeah,
coming around quick.
Once it gets started, it just takes off.
Yeah.
So no national anthem here this evening prior to this game, and looks like teams are heading out to the floor. And we appreciate you tuning in here on News Radio WJPF. Don't forget, you can go to YouTube. You can pick up the radio call and the video on our YouTube live stream. Go to Dave McKenzie, or you can search Carterville Lions. Braden Wakey will do the jumping for the Lions. He's going up against the 6'3" Sternberg, and the Steeleville Warriors win the tip. We are underway in the first high school basketball season for 2023. As the Warriors are in their road blues here this evening, Carterville in their home whites, driving in a foul on Brandon Skelcher right off the get-go, and that is going to send Cannon Ruby, that's going to be the... They get it in with no issue to the right corner. Bounce pass to the low block, forcing his way up, putting the shot up high off the glass, no good. Rebound Warriors, put back no good. Rebound Warriors, put back no good, and a battle for the ball, and a jump ball is called, and that is going to give the basketball to the Carterville Lions.
Well, not a good job on the defensive boards by the Lions, allowing Steeleville to get 3 cracks at it. They're going to have to get a little tougher inside.
Drew Barrington, the point guard, works the ball left to the circle to Greer. He takes it into the paint. Little floater with the right hand is good. Carterville has the early lead. It's 2-0. Here come the Warriors into the front court. They work it to the left side of the circle. as they bring it to the near side. That's Cannon Ruby. Drives it into the paint, pulls up the dribble, dumps it down low to Sternberg off the glass, and good for Hayden Sternberg. We're tied 2-2.
Look like the Warriors want to pound it inside to Sternberg, and he's kind of tough inside.
Carterville's going to have to do some work in the paint. The foul as Greer gets fouled. Makes the bucket, and it's going to go to the line for the and one.
And Greer looks pretty tough himself inside for the Lions. 2 quick baskets for the Lions.
Foul
Greer
is on Nate Whitworth. That's going to be the first on Whitworth, and Greer has 4 points here early. Lawrence stands 6 foot, makes the free throw. That's 5 in the game. He's got all 5 of the Lions' points. 6:40 remaining here in the opening quarter. 5-2 the score. Here come the Warriors. Ball's picked off by Barrington from behind. As he steals the ball, takes it into the front court. They work it to Barrington, drives it in the lane, off the glass, and good for Drew Barrington. Good start now, finally, the Lions, after the first 30 seconds or so. But Warriors have it. Carterville's putting hot pressure on the Warriors, and they force the 3rd turnover of the game. Good defense by the Lions.
Lions are coming out in a man-to-man defense all over the floor and looking for places to trap, and the traps have been forcing turnovers.
So Carterville's basketball. Greer holds it left of the circle. Top of the key, looks for some help, yet to dribble. He gets it from Skelcher. Skelch back to Greer, left of the circle. Now they go left wing to Barrington. Left-hand dribble by Barrington to the baseline. Dishes it to the corner. Waller, top of the key to Skelcher. 3 for Brandon Skelcher.
Looking good so far.
10-2 is our score, 5:45 in the opening quarter. Warriors bring it into the front court. Working around the top. That's Feeney. Feeney, no dribble, passes it off to the left side. To Ruby, back. Now they work it over on the left side of the circle. Dishing it down low. That's Sternberg, lost the handle. Hands the ball off, driving, puts the shot up off the glass. That shot from Ruby was partially blocked the other way. Waller to the glass for the Lions, off the board and good. All 5 scored, all 4 of the 5 starters for Shane Hawkins are in the book. We have a timeout with 5:14 left here in the first quarter. Lions lead at 12-2. Back in 30 on News Radio WJPF.
Hey Dave, just one reminder that 33 is Whithoft. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I got it.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Everything sounds good though.
I don't like I'm having a hard time picking up their numbers.
Yeah. Well, not easy to read.
Should be white. 12-2 is our score with 5:10 remaining. Coming out of the timeout, Warriors needed a moment to regroup as Ruby backs his way across the midcourt, brings it to the near side. That's Cale Newby, who just came into the game for Coach Feeney. 3 from the left wing, in and out, no good. And it's Barrington that gets the rebound. Gets it to Greer. Greer takes it to the elbow. Dishes left side to Skelcher. Dribbles around, baseline drive, kicks it to the corner. Waller's 3 is off the front of the iron, no good. And the Warriors get the board. Quickly into the front court. Here comes Ruby. Drives, floater with the right hand is good. That's good for Cannon Ruby.
His first bucket.
Yep, the other way. Barrington off the glass and good. Drew's just got a way of sliding through defenders. And Carterville has a 10-point lead, 14-4 with 4:20 remaining in this opening quarter. Ruby dribbles with the right hand now, dishes it off to Feeney, back to Cannon Ruby. Into the paint, pulls up, tried to force the shot, partially blocked. That's a turnover on Steeleville. Carterville the other way. Barrington forces his way into the paint, finds Greer. Greer dishes it back to Skelcher. His 3, in and out, no good. And the rebound pulled down by Hayden Sternberg for the Warriors. Carterville's wanting to force the pace, get a quick shot. It's been successful so far. They're up 14-4, 3:45 remaining. Off the glass and good by Hayden Sternberg, he's got 4 of the 6 for the Warriors. The Lions, the 8-point lead, 14-6. Taking it to the glass, the right-hand runner's no good for Barrington, and another rebound for Steeleville. They are definitely killing the Lions on the board here early. Clock rolls to about 3:15. Lions up 14-6. Jumper from the right elbow, off the front of the iron, no good, and rebound pulled down by the Lions. That shot put up by Colin Ballet. Over into the front court for the Lions. Waller's jumper from the right elbow is no good. Braden Wakey battled for the rebound, but he threw it to the Warriors. They take it the other way. The turnover, and they force another turnover on the Warriors. That's their 5th. And with 2:56 remaining, it's 14-6.
Yeah, very good start, both ends of the floor for the Lions, forcing turnovers on the defensive side. Offensively, taking it to the rack, getting some wide open looks.
Alex Kimbrough is going to check in for the Carterville Lions. So right now it's Greer, Barrington, Kimbrough, Colton Hawkins, his first action, and Zan Guthrie on the floor. Colton to Greer. Greer with the left-hand dribble, takes it into the paint, turnaround jumper, a little too strong. Guthrie gets the rebound, left-hand putback's no good, and the rebound to Steeleville. 3 opportunities on that possession for Carterville. Finally across the timeline, the Warriors have it, taking it in the paint, right-hand layup is good from Cannon Ruby. 4 in the game for Ruby. Lions the other way, and a foul is going to be called on Trenton Ingalls. As we head to the second quarter, floater from Barrington was no good. And Kimbrough gets the rebound. So it's going to belong to the Lions.
Lions are 6 for 12 from the field so far in the first quarter.
It's good shooting. They lead at 14-8. 2:15 here in the first quarter. Picked up by Hawkins. Colton feeds it over to the left side, down low to Guthrie, backs his way in. Nice drop step by Zan Guthrie. Missed the shot, but boy, that was a beautiful drop step by Zan Guthrie. I'll take that all season right there.
Good power move, I like to say.
Here come the Warriors into the front court. Dribbling around is Cannon Ruby. Jumper is good. Gets the roll on that one. Going to have to find a way to stop Ruby. He's got 6 of the 10. The other way, Barrington shot, and he's fouled. And Drew is going to be shooting free throws as the foul is called on the Division Street in Carterville. They're open Tuesday through Friday from 8 until 5, Saturdays from 8 until 2. For the 5-point lead with 1:37 remaining in this opening quarter. Carterville still pressing in the backcourt, but Warriors get it to the front court. They work it around to the left side of the circle. No dribble yet. Finally, right-hand dribble and a handoff to Ruby. Ruby stops, top of the key, floats out toward midcourt. Now to the left side, hands it off. Gives it to Feeney. Feeney drives, nice feed. They bring it to the corner. Whithoff's shot, no good. And the rebound is pulled down by Kimbrough for the Lions. Gets it to Skelcher. Skelcher to Hawkins. Hawkins, his pass saved from going out of bounds by Kimbrough. He drives through the lane, turns it over. Turnover number 2 unofficially on the Lions. Here come the Warriors. The ball in the backcourt. It was tipped, and they're saying no opener and back, so Steeleville controls as they bring it across the timeline. Whithoff hands it off, gets it back, takes it to the paint, got slapped as he was driving toward the hole. That may be on Zan Guthrie. Actually, they're going to call it on Hawkins. That's going to be the first on Colton. Team foul number 2 on Carterville.
Yeah, I'm with you. I thought Guthrie was going to get the call.
I
on
did
that
too.
one.
That's what I thought. 5-second call, quick 5-second call. Turns the ball back over to the Carterville Lions. 37 seconds remaining in this first quarter. Lions the 5-point lead. Colton Hawkins. Yes, we've heard Hawkins' names for the last 5 years.
At least, right?
Another foul on Steeleville, and that is going to be on Ingalls. That's going to be number 2 on Trenton Ingalls. So Hawkins is shooting 2. Hits the first one. His first varsity point.
A few more to come, I would bet.
I would say. Colton. Seconds. They work it to the corner. Feeney passes up the shot from the corner. Zan Guthrie. He was falling away as he passed the ball out. And the near side official calls the travel. So the turnover gives it back. And there's 4.4 seconds left here on this clock. Feeney's going to trigger. They get it in to Cale Newby. Newby into the front court, lost the handle. It's on the floor, picked up by Wilson, and that ends the first quarter. Carterville leads Steeleville Warriors. It's 16-10 as we end the first quarter here on News Radio WJPF.
Okay, so I've got 6 turnovers for Steeleville, 3 for Carterville.
Welcome back to Trico High School. Dave McKenzie, John Homan with you as we're heading to the second. Lions lead it 16-10.
Good first quarter shooting the basketball for Carterville, 7 out of 16, just a shade under 50%.
Lions are led by the 5 points from Drew Barrington and 5 from Lawrence Greer. Steeleville starts off with the basketball, though, here in the second quarter. Tyler Ingalls into the game. He bounces it down low and off the board and good. Nice bounce feed to Sternberg, and he converts it. He's got 6. And it's a 4-point lead for the Lions with the basketball. They're up 16-12. Guthrie way up high. Works it to the near side. That is Hawkins. His 3 off the mark. Flying in for the rebound was Caden Wilson. He couldn't grab hold of it. The Warriors come away with it. Into the front court, Kenan Ruby. Lost the handle up top. Kimbrough on him defensively. They switch now. Carterville's matched up man-to-man defensively. Losing the handle. Nice job. Almost losing the dribble was Cale Newby, and he tried to get some help through it in the backcourt, so another turnover on Steeleville. Gives the ball to the Lions.
That's a 7 turnover by the Warriors. They had 6 in the first quarter.
Guthrie checks out. Wakey checks back in for Coach Shane Hawkins. So Carterville with a basketball. Wakey right in the circle. You have to dribble. Just threw it to the Warriors the other way, and we have a foul that's going to be called on Colton Hawkins. That may be number 2. It is going to be number 2 on Hawk. So that is the first team foul here in the second quarter. Steeleville. Ruby needs some help. He gets it from Newby. Newby saves the ball from going out of bounds, but he stepped on the inside line and turns it over. 8 turnovers now on the Warriors.
Let's see a lot of slipping around out there. I wonder if the floor is a little bit slick, perhaps.
It could be, because that's about 3 guys that we've seen slide around out there. 6:45 on the clock. Carterville has the 4-point lead. Colton Hawkins now to Wilson. Wilson holds it left of the circle. Looks inside, needs some help, finally dribbles out. He'll float around to the right side, around the screen from Wakey. Dishes it to Waller. Give and go. Down low. They kick it to the corner left. Hawkins, 3, good! That was a good possession right there by the Carterville Lions.
Got the wide open look.
Here come the Warriors. 19-12, 7-point lead, another slip. Trying to stop was what the problem is. Ingles lost his footing. He throws the ball into the backcourt. It goes out of bounds, and it's going to belong to the Lions.
Carterville's defense is definitely frustrating Steeleville. It's the 9th turnover, and we're early second quarter action.
Absolutely. They've played great defense here early. That's what you like to see. So Barrington, he's on the floor, dumps it to the corner. 3 was an air ball by Kimbrough. Braden as he picks up his first foul. Team foul number 2 on Carterville here in the second quarter. Steeleville brings it in. Over on the left side, they feed it top of the key. It goes to Noah Feeney. He dishes it off to Ruby. Feeds it down toward the post, not handled cleanly, but finally picked back up by the Warriors. And they turn it over as they throw it right to Drew Barrington. Barrington now quickly into the front court. Dishes it to Greer. Greer gets trapped down low. Back to Barrington. Barrington to the right side. Waller's 3. Good from Josh Waller.
Give him a little confidence, perhaps, after he missed his last couple of field goal attempts. That can get you going in a hurry.
That's 5 for Josh. Carterville leads it 22-12. Back to that 10-point lead. That's the biggest lead in the game so far for the Lions. As Warriors working into the paint, battling against Wakey. The shot put up, no good. And the rebound grabbed by Kimbrough. To Barrington now. He has on the left wing. He launches the 3. Good for Drew Barrington.
Wow, it's raining.
8 in the game for Barrington. 25-12. There's the biggest lead. 13-point lead. On the left wing, Feeney. Top of the key, it goes to Ingles. Ingles pulls up the 3. He hits it straight away 3. That's his first field goal of the game. It's back to a 10-point lead. Barrington to the corner to Kimbrough. He dribbles around through the top of the key. Finds Greer. His shot no good. And the ball goes out of bounds. And it's going to belong to Steeleville. Boy, some good shooting by the Lions.
Yeah, they knocked down 3 triples here in the second quarter, which opened up a little bit of a lead.
So Steeleville, length of the floor to Gaining. Now they bring it to the corner. That's Ruby. Drives to the low block. Shot block by Braden Wakey. Good timing by Braden, who can set it before he can jump out of the gym, and that was a clean block by the senior.
His second one tonight.
Noah Feeney will trigger from the baseline right. They finally throw it up top, and it's controlled by the Warriors. Over toward the left wing. Nice feed down low, and Ingles converts it. He was left wide open. He just turned around, kissed it off the glass. 25-17, 3:20 here in the second quarter. Greer to Barrington. Barrington, top of the key. No, excuse me, there's Barrington. That was Skelcher that had it before. I'm sorry about that. Wakey, the rebound and put back. Braden Wakey has his first field goal of the game. 27-17. Across the timeline. That's Ruby. Hands it off, trying to hand it off to Whithoff. It goes out of bounds off of Carterville's. Gives the ball back to Carterville.
Number 11 here in the first half for the Warriors.
27-17 is our score. Carterville up 10 with the basketball. Barrington leaves it for Greer from the free throw line. His jumper's good for Lawrence Greer. That's 7 in the game for Lawrence. He had 5. They're in the first quarter. Bringing it to the right side of the floor, driving in, and a reach-in foul is going to be called on Carterville. They call that on Greer. Team foul number 3 on the Lions. No team fouls on the Warriors here in the second quarter. They have the ball, baseline right, and a timeout is called. Good defense by Carterville. They couldn't get the ball in time. 29-17 is our score with 2:22 remaining in the second. We'll pause for 30 here on News Radio WJPF. This Lions broadcast is brought to you by Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating in Carterville, your York dealer and proud to serve the region for over 40 years. You can find out more. Visit charliesairandheat.com. Also brought to you by the Polar Whip. Come taste the legend. Polar Whip and Energy. Southern Illinois tradition now featuring car hops. Call 618-988-9210 and they'll have it waiting for you when you pull in. That's at the Energy Steakhouse Polar Whip. 2:22 remaining. Steeleville out of the timeout. Jumper is good from Sternberg. That's 8 in the game for Sternberg. And it's back to a 10-point lead for the Lions. Wide open three, right side from Skelcher, no good. And the Warriors get the rebound. They finally break the press, get it into the front court. Driving in, Cannon Ruby forces the shot up, partially blocked by Wakey. He got a piece of it, and the rebound pulled down by Waller. Waller quickly into the front court, to the corner. Left wing, rather, that's Barrington. It takes it from there. He drives to the baseline.
Baseline, doesn't
Yes, he does. He had an outstanding AAU season this past summer and into the fall. Jumper from Aaron Feeney is good. Excuse me, Noah Feeney. His first field goal, 31-22 Carterville.
Yeah, 3 ball at that for him.
Three from Waller is a little bit short. Long rebound. It comes out to Barrington. Back to Waller. Nobody around him. Puts it up and good.
Why not?
That's how you do it, boys. Well done. That's 8 in the game for Josh Waller. 2 threes. And with under a minute to play, Carterville's up 12, 34-22.
Have to have that shooter's mentality. If you miss one, don't be scared to shoot it again.
Especially when there's nobody around there. Sloppy pass gives the ball to the Lions. Barrington the other way. The left-hand layup is good. He's got 12 now, and a timeout is called by Coach Aaron Feeney, and we will take a break as well, as we'll be back in 30 seconds here on News Radio WJPF.
Dave, I think I had Greer. I had a mistake in the first quarter. Did you have Greer with 5 or 7 in the first quarter?
I had him for 5.
That's what I thought. Okay. Thank you. I'm all caught up now.
I'm going to have to rethink my scoring. Lions broadcast is also brought to you by IBEW Local 702, a proud supporter of Carterville Lions sports. IBEW Local 702, dedicated to providing a better lifestyle for members. Better life for all. 36-22, Carterville. With 40 seconds remaining, but the Warriors have the basketball coming out of the timeout. Into the front court, Cannon Ruby, rather. To the right. Now taking over is Newby. He drives in, lost the basketball, slides on the floor, goes out of bounds, turns the ball over as he and Sternberg both went after the basketball.
13 turnovers by the Warriors in the first half.
Wow. Carterville's converted on the other end of that. I wish we kept points off turnover stats because it's a lot here in the first half. Barrington gets bumped as it is going to be a foul on Cale Newby, his first. That now will be team foul number 2 in the second quarter on Steeleville. 4 seconds, 3, 2, the long range shot from Hawkins off the front of the iron. No range shot from Hawkins off the front of the iron. No good, but we. All right. Okay. Welcome back to Trico High School. Dave McKenzie and John Homan. It's our SI Rejuvenation halftime report. We're at the half, 36-22. Carterville Lions lead this game here, and that was a pretty good first half of basketball for Carterville. Take away the first 30 seconds, and it was all Carterville.
Yeah, absolutely. The Lions, I thought, did a great job out on the perimeter in playing man defense and pressuring, trapping, forcing turnovers. Had a little bit of an issue in the paint defending, I thought, but got a little bit better in the second quarter. So if the Lions can shore up their interior defense, I think they're going to walk away with this one pretty easily. Offensively, Carterville shooting the ball very well. I have the Lions shooting 47% in the first half, 14 out of 30 from the floor. And I'll get you your three-point totals shortly. When
you look at the scoring, we'll start first with Steeleville, as they have 22 first half points. They are led by the 8 points from Hayden Sternberg. He had 4 in the first quarter and 4 here in the second quarter, and then 6 points from Cannon Ruby. All of his points came in the first quarter. Tyler Engel stepped it up there in the second. He wound up with 5 second half, with the 22 points scored by Steeleville. Carterville led by the double-digit 12 from Drew Barrington. Drew has a three-pointer mixed in there. He had 5 in the first quarter. Bob popped for 7 there in the second. Also, you have 8 points from Josh Waller. He has 2 threes. You have Lawrence Greer with 7 points. He had 5 first quarter points and a field goal in the second to account for his 7. And then you have Colton Hawkins, who hit the 4. He's got 4. He had a 3 and a free throw. Braden Wakey with 2, and Brandon Skelcher with 1 3-point field goal. That accounts for 36 for Carterville there in the first half. I have the Lions 5 out of 12 from three-point land, 41%. I have Steeleville 9 for 21 from the floor, 43% of that 9 field goals. 2 were three-point baskets, 2 out of 5 from long range, 40%. Pretty good first half of basketball for the first game, I would say.
Really good shooting. Yeah, you expect to see struggling offensively early on, and we may still see that at some point, especially, inexperienced players who are defending him. You don't realize that how strong he is to his left hand. And that kind of gives him an advantage, because a lot of times they'll overplay him to the right, and he's scoring on the left.
Absolutely. Boy, he's done an outstanding job, as he's the leading scorer for Carterville here at the half. 36-22 is our score. It's our SI Rejuvenation halftime report. When we come back, we'll update scores from around Southern Illinois next here on News Radio WJPF.
Did you write, is this their largest lead, Carterville's?
14, yes.
Let me watch it.
Hey, everybody online, thanks for watching. Appreciate you. (36-22) is our score here at Trico. Lions lead Steeleville at the break. Here as we're updating some scores from around Southern Illinois. Harrisburg thumps Hardin County this evening, 71-53. Also, you have Pinckneyville that is beating Woodlawn 38-25. That game is at the half.
By the way, Dave, that Harrisburg score, that's over from the Goreville tournament.
Yes. I don't have my scores here down by tournament. Let's see. Edwards County beats Gallatin County this afternoon, 47-43. And let's see here. That's it. Those are the only games. There's a couple other games going on right now. Carmi White County and Sparta, Roxana and Calhoun. Other games coming up tonight. Just to mention a couple here, Trico and Redbud will be the next game here at this Trico Invitational Tournament. 36-22 is our score at the break. When we come back, we're going to have second half action. Back at Trico High School, it's Dave McKenzie and John Homan with you. Both teams are back out on the floor as we are getting you set for third quarter action here from the Trico tournament. At the end of the first quarter, Lions were up 6. It was 16-10 here at the half. They lead it 36-22. What do you expect here in the second half?
Well, I think the more of the same from the Lions. I think we're going to continue to play the man defense and look for opportunities to trap and force turnovers. I mean, when you force 13 turnovers in the first half, you're going to try to do some of the same things. Different guys knocking them down. So I think until Steeleville can find a way to stop that, you keep doing what you've been doing so well, you know, and shoot that open three and drive the lane when you have the lane given to you and try to score down low.
Stay with what got you there,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
That's what you're saying.
Yes, sir.
On the floor, it's going to be the starters. Wakey. It's going to be Lawrence Greer, Drew Barrington, Brandon Skelter, and Josh Waller, the starting five for Carterville. Lions basketball as we start play here in the second half. They're moving left to right now on your radio dial. Barrington to Skelter on the right wing. Back to Barrington. He focused around the top of the corner, turned the ball over, giving it to the Warriors. The other way, the right-hand runner is good. And I think that was
Whithoff.
Yeah, there we go. His first field goal of the game. 36-24 off the glass. A short jumper, no good from Barrington. And another rebound by the Warriors. But the ball, they finally break the timeline. Noah Feeney feeds it down the lane. The right-hand layup is tipped. They're going to say goaltending, so give the bucket to Hayden Sternberg. That's 10 now for Sternberg on the goaltending by Braden Wakey. Wakey, and Braden got pushed. So picking up the foul is going to be Nate Whithoff. That is the first. He is off the mark, no good. And the ball goes out of bounds off of Greer. Lawrence doesn't think it went off him, but the officials say it did. And that's going to give it back to Steeleville. Ballet triggers in. He gets it to Ruby, and Ruby gets tripped, and a foul is called. That's going to be on Josh Waller. It's the first foul on Josh. And Steeleville controls the sideline to the left from our location. They get it in. Ruby dribbles around toward the right wing. Thought he was going to hand it to Feeney, but he drives the baseline right, pauses, puts the shot up and good. Cannon Ruby has 8. That's a nice drive by Ruby.
Yeah, it's a 6-0 run by the Warriors here to start the third quarter, and Carterville needs to stop the bleeding.
36-28 is our score. Carterville has the ball. Lawrence Greer, top of the key, drives in, pulls up, passes to Waller, left side. His three's good for Josh Waller. It's 11 for Josh, and that puts the Lions back up 39-28. Ruby drives into the paint, puts the ball up and good. He's taking control here in this third quarter. That's 10. He's the first. Gets it to Barrington. Hands it to Drew. Drew, now he'll take it inside the arc, dribbles toward the left side, finds Greer, his baseline drive, pulls up off the board, a little bit short. Rebound is grabbed by Sternberg for Steeleville. Slow in the paint.
Yeah, it looks like it. It is.
That's going to be foul number 2 on Brandon. Team foul number 2 on the Lions. And at the line shooting 2 is going to be Colin Valet. Proud to serve the region for over 40 years. Find out more at charliesairandheat.com. Second free throw now from Colin Valet is good. Colin, the sophomore, has 2, and a foul in the backcourt is called on Steeleville.
The Warriors coming out very aggressive in the second half. 10-3 run by the Warriors. Carterville's going to have to pick up the pace.
Hayden Sternberg picks up the foul. Both teams with 2 team fouls now. Checking out is Whithoff. Coming into the game for Coach Aaron Feeney is Tyler Ingalls. Lions ball to the Waller to the left corner. Now to Barrington, back to Waller. Skip pass to Hawkins, who's in the game. Wide open 3 from Skelcher. That's off the mark. Ball's tipped out of bounds off of Carterville. And it's going to belong to Steeleville. So right now on the floor, it's Hawkins, Waller, Barrington, Skelcher, and Braden Wakey. Lawrence Greer getting a breather. Carterville still putting pressure in the backcourt, but getting in the front court is Cannon Ruby. He runs into Hawkins, finds a lane, puts it up with the right hand, and good. 12 now for Ruby. The other way, quickly is Barrington. He was trying to draw the foul, no call. And his shot was underneath the Ruby. With 4:36 showing on this third quarter clock, Lions lead is 5. It's 39-34. We'll be back in 60 on News Radio WJPF.
I believe that was Skelcher that drove the lane.
Was it?
Well, I tell you, they've come out firing all engines, haven't they? Carterville's got to step up. Lack of production inside the paint can catch up with you.
Yeah.
They're driving right down the middle of the lane.
Haven't found a way to stop them yet.
No. Might need to go to a zone, force them to shoot the ball from the outside.
(39-34). Carterville had a 14-point lead at the halftime break, and it's kind of a tale of 2 halves for the Lions here in the third.
Well, I'll tell you, Ruby's been on fire. He's scored 3 buckets here in the third quarter. Not even played half a quarter yet, and back to a 5-point deficit when it was 14-point lead for the Lions at the half.
Ball is triggered in and a little sloppy, but finally the Warriors control it. Ruby takes it into the paint, puts it up with the right hand, and good. He has just taken over here in this third quarter. He's got 8 points. It's 39-36, a 3-point lead for the Lions. And at the break, as we said, it was a 14-point lead. Lions need points in a bad way. Waller, right wing, now top of the key to Barrington. Left side it goes to Hawkins. He takes it into the paint, tried to lay up. It was blocked, and Waller gets a three out of it. Over the top was Barrington, and a foul is going to be called on Colin Valet of Steeleville. That is the third team foul now on Steeleville. Carterville with 2 team fouls here in the third. 3:55 remaining. Inbound comes out to Barrington. Barrington bumps into his defender, and the foul is going to be on Tyler Ingalls.
Could have called it 2 or 3 different times. He bodied him up all over the place out there.
Yeah, he did. So Colton Hawkins will trigger from the sideline. Coming into the game now, Cale Newby replacing Colin Valet. 39-36, first game of the season for the Lions. Barrington takes the inbound pass. Found an opening down the lane, pulls up off the left low block. His forced the shot up, no good. Wakey the rebound. Wakey the putback, the bucket, and the foul.
Lions needed that one, didn't they?
In a bad way. Wakey will go to the line for the and one. After the foul is called, I didn't see who it was called on. 33. They get it to Hawkins. Hawkins dishes it to Stelcher. He has 3. Off the mark. And the rebound is grabbed by Ruby. He's a one-man show out there. Dishes down low. Nice feed. It rolls out. Oh, it just hung on the neck of the rim and finally fell off. Now an open 3 from the right wing. Too strong. And a foul underneath is called on Steeleville. That ball just hung on the rim.
Lions caught a break there on the missed shot down low by Tyler Ingalls, and need to take advantage, need to knock some of these free throws down.
So Nate Whithoff picked up the 3rd foul. And with that being the 5th team foul, we bring the ball the other way. And Braden Wakey is shooting 2. There's no 1-and-1 in high school basketball now. So Braden, who has 4 points total, has an opportunity to hit a couple of free ones here. 41-36, the 5-point lead for the Lions. First free throw, a little too strong. This Lions broadcast is brought to you by IBEW, Local 702, proud supporter of Carterville Lions sports. Dedicated to providing a better lifestyle for members and a better life for all. That is Local 702. Second for number 25. That one looked good. It's 5 points now in the game for Braden Wakey. Zan Guthrie comes in to replace Braden as he goes to the bench. He's greeted over there by his teammates. Carterville's up 6, 42-36. They get the ball into the front court. Taking it to the hole is Sternberg. Reverses, ball almost picked off. Steeleville controls. Now Ruby's 3. Too strong, tipped out. Here come the Lions the other way. Caden Wilson to the glass. He gets fouled by Cannon Ruby. That's how you slow him down a little bit, maybe.
Yeah, just take the ball right at him. That's a good idea.
Caden Wilson is going to be shooting 2. Caden, Carterville JV played last week at the Alvarado tournament, and Caden was selected tournament MVP as he misses the first free throw. Caden, the 5'10 sophomore, wears number 13.
Oh, I'll tell you, how about that? The Lion JV team wins the varsity tournament, is that right?
JV tournament.
Oh, was it JV
It was
tournament?
a JV tournament.
Okay.
He hits the second.
Still very impressive.
So, yeah, they went 3-0 last week at the Alvarado Turkey Tournament. Cannon Ruby drives it into the paint, high off the glass, way too strong. Ball is out of bounds. It's going to stay. They say it was off of Carterville, but it's going to stay with Steeleville. 2:37 remaining. Carterville leads it 43-36. The 7-point lead. And it's going to be Noah Feeney that triggers from the far baseline. Feeds it in, forcing away in the paint. The shot put up, a foul, and the bucket's no good. But at the line, it's going to be Sternberg. The foul is on Carterville's Zan Guthrie. So Sternberg is shooting 2. And the first one misses. And Warriors pick up the full court pressure. Barrington just drives through it though. Finds Guthrie, dishes to Skelcher. 3 from Skelch, no good. Ball's tipped out and controlled by Steeleville. The other way, Valley. Jumper, mid-range is no good. Putback is good. Was that Feeney? I think it may have been
like
Feeney.
Yeah, it looked like Feeney.
On the putback. That's 5 in the game for Noah Feeney, and a timeout. As we have a 4-point ball game, it's 43-39. And it is going to be a 60-second timeout here on News Radio WJPF. Wow.
I didn't expect to see them have such a bad start to the third quarter, and it's not really getting much better. Not enough production inside, scoring-wise or rebounding-wise. That's where they're getting hurt.
Yep.
And Skelcher's 0 for 5 on his last 3s.
Coming up on our Ron Moore Chevrolet postgame show, John and I will select our Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating Player of the Game. That's coming up in our postgame show. Lions, who had a 14-point lead at the break, they have the 43-39 lead now. The jumper is good for Cale Newby, his first field goal, and now we have a 2-point ball game. Carterville not playing well here in the third. Exact opposite of how it was in the first. The 3 from Barrington is no good. Guthrie gets the rebound, misses the putback, and the long rebound is controlled by Hawkins. He launches the 3 left wing, short, and over the back is going to be Zan Guthrie. And the fans here at Trico are loving it. Steeleville just miles down the road, about 4. And they have fought their way back and can tie the game on this possession. It was 36-22 at the half. Carterville played an outstanding for turn it over, and Aaron Feeney's not happy with Noah Feeney. Am I correct? That's the first turnover on Steeleville?
It is.
Okay. Ball's tipped around. Hawkins gets it, finds Wilson, finds Guthrie down low. Zan scores. Back to a 4-point lead for the Lions. And the ball is loose in the backcourt. Carterville gets it. Down low to Hawkins. Gets the bucket and the foul. Boy, that's huge right there. That's a big bucket. And Colton Hawkins is at the line shooting the and one, and Carterville needed that bucket in a bad way.
Yeah, I thought for sure that Wilson was going to go up with it. He's underneath the basket, but he dished off at the last second to Hawkins, and it worked out pretty well.
Colton's free throw is no good. So it keeps it a 6-point lead for the Lions. Ruby drives in, has Greer on him defensively. Down low, forces the shot off the side of the backboard. Rebound, Steeleville, and a putback. Forced in. Was that Sternberg?
It was, and good thing that Carterville didn't get called for a foul there.
13 for Sternberg. Guthrie off the blow block. Drop step. Turn around, no good. And the rebound is grabbed by Tyler Ingalls. Ruby slows the pace as we're under 30 seconds remaining. And a foul called up top. Coach Feeney having a word, and I think it's going to be on Sternberg. It is. That's the third on
Yeah, it's the
Hayden.
third one on Hayden Sternberg, you're right.
Yep. So Carterville gets the ball back with 32 seconds remaining. This game was 16-10 at the end of the first. It's 36-32 at the half. And it's a 4-point lead now for the Lions, 47-43. Carterville has it over in front of the Steeleville bench. Coach Aaron Feeney, his arms crossed across his chest. Shane Hawkins sets the play on the inbound trigger. Lawrence Greer. Bounce pass to Barrington. 30 seconds remaining. Here comes Barrington. Finds Kimbrough. Back to Barrington. Now top of the key to Greer. 3, left wing from Colton Hawkins. Put back from Barrington is there. No good. And the Steeleville comes away with it. Newby into the front court. Dishes it to the corner. Throws it away. 9-8 on the clock. Barrington stutter step to the hole. Puts it up and good. 14 now for Drew with time expiring in the third. Carterville has regained the 6-point lead. It is 49-43 as we head to the fourth quarter. This is from the Trico Tournament. Lions lead it here on News Radio WJPF.
Carterville only knocked down 1 3 in the third quarter. I've got to miss an 8.
That
1 of 9.
Yeah, that sounds right.
So 5 out of 12 in the first half, 1 out of 9 third quarter. Not usually going to add up very well for you at the end.
Missed our third quarter call. I didn't get it recorded. I record on this.
What's that? Oh,
I record on that.
oh, I see.
And I
Okay.
forgot to hit record for the third. Oh, good. Six-point ball game here at the Trico Tournament. Lions lead it 49-43 as we start play in the fourth quarter. Steeleville has the basketball. Coming out of the break. That is Valet, dribbles around and hands it off to Sternberg. Now to the right side, taking it into the paint. Shot blocked by Kimbrough. Turnover. Gives it back to Carterville. The front court. Greer leans in. The shot no good. 2 players on the floor, 3 on the floor for Steeleville. Here comes Hawkins. Floater no good. And the rebound by Sternberg. Great opportunity there. Lions didn't take advantage. And Ruby strolls across the logo at midcourt. Reverses at the free throw line. Trying to reach in was Kimbrough. Finds a man down low. The shot is no good, but a foul is called on Carterville going over the back. And it is going to be on Carterville's Wakey. Second on Braden. And at the line is going to be Colin Valet. He's 2 for 2 from the stripe. 3 for 3 from the stripe now. All of his points at the free throw line. 5-point, 49-44 lead. So Skelcher comes in to replace Alex Kimbrough. It's been a good ball game.
Yeah, we thought the Lions might run away with it, but Steeleville's really shown a lot of intestinal fortitude, as they say.
Valet misses the second free throw, and Steeleville gets the rebound. Ruby, top of the circle. Backs it up a couple of steps. Sets the offense for his Warriors. Clears it out, takes it to the hole, and a foul on the drive on Carterville.
Not a shooting foul.
That is on Caden Wilson. Caden just picked up his first foul. Team foul number 2 here in the fourth. Warriors basketball to Ruby. Easy little bucket from Cannon Ruby, probably his easiest all night, as he's got 16 points here to lead the Warriors, and the ball out of bounds is going to stay with Carterville. Colton Hawkins gets it in to Barrington. Barrington into the paint, puts it up, off the glass, got fouled. And he'll be shooting 2 as the foul is going to be on Colin Valet.
Well, that's what you need to see more of the Lions doing. They need to drive the lane more, draw some contact, get to the free throw line.
So Drew Barrington, the junior. First free throw's good. 15 for Drew. This is the first game of the season for both of these teams. Excuse me, here at the Trico Tournament. Drew sinks both of them. 16 now. Lions back up 5:51-46. 6.5 remaining. Between the leg dribble by Whithoff. Dribbles to the right wing. Leaves it for Feeney. Feeney pulls out the dribble. Now back to Whithoff, and it's slapped out of bounds, and they say off of Colton Hawkins. So it's going to stay with Steeleville right in front of their bench. Cannon Ruby gets it in to Sternberg, takes the handoff pass, and now he backs it up. Barrington on Ruby, reverses 3 times, shot blocked by Wakey, but the foul before the shot. It's going to be on Carterville's Barrington. 3rd team foul now. And Cannon Ruby can shoot free throws for the first time here tonight. It's the first one. 17 points for Cannon Ruby. The junior stands 6'2". Second free throw, little short, and Wake's point lead for the Lions. 5:50 on the clock. Carterville tries to get the trap. They force the turnover. Here they come the other way. The layup is good from Hawkins. That was good defense right there. 7 now for Colton. 55-47, the 8-point lead. Picked off. Here come the Lions the other way. Back-to-back turnovers. The layup is short from Caden Wilson. And the Warriors get the rebound. You got to hit those boys. Taking it to the hole and good.
Taking a 10-point lead to being cut down to 6 after that missed layup on the turnover.
Colin Valet picked up the foul. That is the 2nd team foul. Carterville with 3 team fouls from Wilson. Wilson controls the ball now. Finds Wakey. Wakey looking back door. Nobody there. Finds Hawkins. Hawkins, top of the key, straight away. Good. That's a 3-pointer from Colton Hawkins. His 2nd of the game. That gives him 10 in the contest on the floor. Lions broadcast brought to you by Steve and Rich's Barber Styling, a full-service salon on Division Street in Carterville. They're open Tuesday through Friday, 8 to 5, Saturday from 8 until 2.
Well, the Lions have done just enough to keep the Steeleville ball club at bay. I mean, the Steeleville's really put on a hard push here in the second half, but the Lions have answered just often enough.
14-point lead for the Lions at halftime, 6-point lead at the end of 3. And Steeleville drives the other way, and the ball's out of bounds. And here, it's back to a 9-point lead for the Lions, 58-49.
Now the Warriors had it down to 2-point deficit at 43-41. So now it's back up to 9.
Steeleville with the basketball. They get it in.
Good play.
7-point lead, 58-51. Lions with the basketball. Oh, that should have been, thought that was a double dribble, no call.
Could have been called.
So Carterville needs to settle down. Barrington gets the play from Hawkins, who's standing out on the eye on Pioneers. It's on the floor here at Trico. Colton Hawkins, jumper from just off the elbow, can't get it to go. Big rebound for Wakey, but it goes out of bounds. And the turnover is going to give it to Steeleville. Triggering is Tyler Inch from Ruby as he got it to Tyler Ingles. 7 now for Ingles. And a bump foul called on Tyler Ingles. And how many times do you see that? Somebody makes a nice shot, and then 5 seconds later, they pick up a foul.
Absolutely. Usually it's out of frustration, but this time over anxiousness.
Caden Wilson gets it in. Skelcher comes to get it. Now he dribbles with the left hand. Got the screen from Wakey, a hard screen. No call. Caden Wilson to the right side. They feed it down low to Wakey. Puts the shot up. Oh, short-armed it. Gets the rebound, and a battle underneath, and a foul is going to be called maybe on Trenton Ingles. It is on Trenton. That is going to be foul number 3. Actually 4 on Trenton. 14 fouls, so Lions will shoot on the next foul by Steeleville. They get the ball into Barrington. 3:20 remaining, 58-53, 6-point lead. There's the 5th foul, and that is going to be on Trenton, and that is going to be his 5th.
Absolutely.
He'll be out of the game, and Carterville now is shooting 2 free throws the rest of the way, which should help. Carterville still has a foul to give. They only have 3 here in the 4th.
Carterville needs to have Ruby or Sternberg pick up that 4 personally.
Trenton Ingles leaves the game with 5 fouls. He didn't score any points. But Drew Barrington is at the line with a chance to hit a couple. He's got 18 in the contest so far. First one is good. Lions will be back in action Wednesday at 7:30 when they take on the other side. Who's it going to be on? Hawkins?
Yeah.
Yep, Caden picks up, or excuse me, Colton. His 3rd. So now the next foul by the Lions will put Steeleville at the line, shooting 2. Steeleville with the basketball. Another slip. Flair winds up on the floor. Noah Feeney has it. Now they get it to Cannon Ruby. Bounce pass picked off. Skelcher gets it. Here come the Lions the other way. 23. That is his 2nd 3-pointer on the evening. And another turnover, and Carterville turns it right back on a travel.
Still a good effort defensively by Skelcher, though,
yeah,
keeping that ball alive.
Yes, it was. Steeleville's basketball with 2:47 remaining in the game. 10-point lead for the Lions. Benday the shot up in a push foul as Sternberg wound up on the floor, and that may be on Wakey. Nope, it's Hawk. And Sternberg is at the line now, shooting 2 free throws. He's got 15 points in the game, and strong arms that first one, no good. Lions broadcast is brought to you by Polar Whip. Taste the luncheon, Polar Whip and Energy. So 16 now for Hayden. Substitutions coming into the game for the Lions, Alex Kimbrough. So right now it's Barrington. It is Caden Wilson, Kimbrough. And the bucket of the foul is Kimbrough. Gets fouled in the act of shooting, and nice job pushing the ball up the floor by the Lions to find Kimbrough.
Absolutely good. Good job of breaking down the press and finding the open man.
The foul called on Noah Feeney. So Alex is at the line with the and 1. Alex Kimbrough, 5'11" junior guard, misses the free throw. So it's an 11-point lead. Much better 4th quarter here for the Lions.
kind of stabilized, hasn't it?
Yeah, 65-54. They get the trap. And a jump ball. Steeleville bench. With 2:05 remaining. Skelcher. Now to Greer. Or excuse me, to Wilson. Wilson slides through. Now to Kimbrough. Kimbrough looks over the top. Finds Wilson. Caden looks for the counter. Carterville running their offense. Finds an opening. Dishes it to Hawkins. They'll back it up. They'll run some clock. Down low. Nice feed from Colton Hawkins to Caden Wilson.
Excellent ball movement by the Lions in the half-court offense there. Wilson all alone.
That's what happens when you run your offensive set the other way. The layup is good.
That's going to be Whittoff again.
Yep. He's got 6 in the contest. 67-56. Either it's hard to see or I need to change contacts. One of the two.
No, you know, navy blue numbers on blue uniforms are not easy to see.
Yeah, that's true. Carterville's doing a nice job as we have 65 seconds remaining. They're running the offense, making the D come out and put pressure on them. Skelcher hands it to Barrington. He dribbles through a double team, dishes it over to Kimbrough, and they throw it back up top.
Running clock, you got to like that.
Absolutely. Top of the key. Carterville's up 67-56, the 11-point lead. Good save by Colton Hawkins, and a push foul is going to be called on Whithoff.
To be fair, a foul could have been called several times.
Yeah.
This looks like the officials just weren't going to call it.
Nate Whithoff has 4 now, so Drew Barrington with 2 free throws. It's the first. Coming up, we're going to have our Ron Ward Chevrolet postgame show. Coach Shane Hawkins will join us. We'll name our Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating player of the game. And right now, I would say our leading tonight, it's pretty easy.
It's a slam dunk, so to speak.
On a Ron Ward Chevrolet postgame show. 30 seconds remaining. Newby lost the basketball. Skelch takes it away from him, giving it back to the Lions. Carterville could close it out here. Skelcher finds Colton Hawkins. 15 seconds. Dribbles around. Will Steeleville back off?
Yeah, I think so. No more fouling.
They do, as Barrington just holds. 7 seconds. 69-56 is going to be the final score. The Carterville Lions win their opening game here at the Trico Invitational Tournament. They lead it 69-56. A nice win for Carterville. Stay with us. Our Ron Ward Chevrolet post-game show is coming up next here on News Radio WJPF. Okay. Here over Steeleville in the first game of the season. And they're 1-0 on this young basketball season. Defensively, as Steeleville was able to get back in it. Lions led it 16-10 at the end of the first quarter, 36-22 at the halftime break. And then Steeleville went on a run where they scored 21 points in the third at the end of 3.
And actually got within 2.
Yeah,
and got within 2.
Exactly.
In that third quarter.
6, the final score here in the first game of the Trico Invitation to lead the Warriors. Sternberg was 16. Also in the scorebook tonight, 3 from Colin Valet, 2 from Cale Newby, 7 from Tyler Ingalls, 6 from Nate Whithoff, Noah Feeney with 5, and Steeleville scores 56 points. When you look at Carterville, they were led in scoring by the 25 from Drew Barrington, 11 from Josh Waller. Waller had 3 threes and a field goal, 10 for Colton Hawkins. Those 3, the double-digit players for the Lions. Alex Kimbrough finishes with 2. Brandon Skelcher with a 3-pointer. Caden Wilson with 3 total points. Lawrence Greer with 7. Braden Wakey finishes with 5. Zan Guthrie had a field goal. Carterville, 69 points.
Yeah, you know, I thought that in the fourth quarter, and you know, it was largely on the back, I thought, of Drew Barrington. He really carried the team in that second half, particularly in the fourth quarter, and kind of gave the Lions that breathing room that they needed.
Absolutely, he was outstanding. He finishes with 25, and that was just a good finish by Drew Barrington, as he had 12 at the break at half, and he finishes with 25 on the evening. 3 players in double digits for Coach Shane Hawkins and the Lions. Why don't we go ahead and name our John A. Logan, or excuse me, our Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating player.
I'm gonna look
comfortable no matter what the weather is. That's our player of the game. It's brought to you by Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating, punctual service. I don't think we will. But Drew has an outstanding ball game. He finishes with 25. We're going to take a break here on our Ron Ward Chevrolet postgame show. Hopefully when we come back, we're going to be talking to Coach Shane Hawkins here on News Radio WJPF. Yep. Back at Trico, it's Dave McKenzie and John Homan with you. Our Ron Ward Chevrolet post-game show. Carterville gets the win tonight, 69-56 over the Steeleville Warriors. Coming up, the next game here at this Invitational will feature the host team Trico Pioneers as they take on the Redbud Musketeers. That is game 2 of the night. Lions will be back here Wednesday night when they take on the host team Pioneers. That'll be a 7:30 tip-off on News Radio WJPF. But I got to say, overall,
good first game.
Good first game.
I mean, you had some patchiness there. You know, defensively, I thought the Lions allowed too many points in the paint, too many easy shots. But on the perimeter, I thought the Lions played well defensively. Did force a lot of turnovers by Steeleville, and offensively, streaky with their shooting.
First game of the season.
6 field goal attempts. That's
game of the season.
6 field goal attempts. That's 41.
Logan College. Why would you go anywhere? Probably glaring was a little bit of the breakdown in the third quarter.
Now we know where we need to make get it shut off, and we were one step too short. I think we did a very good. We were really fast. And when we would use that as kind of our crutch offensive. Rebounding's that, there's a foul. There was some offensive opportunities to go get rebound.
25 to lead the Lions, but he looks so at ease with the basketball, and he can beat you. John brought it up a little bit.
To get to the rim, and I think the one thing that I kept telling him tonight is he was getting to the rim, but he was looking for contact instead of just going to finish the basket. I mean, he got a couple times he got there in the third quarter when we're kind of struggling, and he's trying to get contact. Just go make the layup.
They got Carterville with 7 turnovers. That's unofficial tonight. They took
your own guys in practice every day, and the intensity gets ramped up a little bit. And you learn from our mistakes, learn things that we did. We walk out of here Friday night will be significant.
Game of the season. They'll be back in action coming up on Tuesday night.
And I thought that the Lions took care of business when they needed to the most in the fourth quarter when the game was tight. They